Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Cornhuskers will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense that has the first possession of the game. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. He's trying to flush that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. Could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Cornhuskers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. Staff imploring him to go after this guy. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. It's Coleman. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the ground, it's Coleman. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Looking for running room. They put the brakes on him.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Making the adjustment on the play. The play fake. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. From the gun, the running back has it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Making his first move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeps it on the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Turning it on. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snags it and he's open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Looking for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might as well run him again. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Snags it. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Finds his tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handed to the back. On the move at the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right side, it's Mills. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Push is ahead. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
To throw, it's Bailey. Takes the easy completion. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Play action on first down. The short hands, it's Black. He's loose down the middle. He's at the touchdown Bulldog. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the... Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Sells to fake. Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Out wide right, it's Black. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, Huskers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Got some green grass. Got the first down. Lots of running room. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities. Time
running out, and he goes down at the 34. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Sees a crease. There he goes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 22 team, the Purdue Boilermakers.
What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Cornhuskers head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The screen, he can go. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Rush is on. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Selling the fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Give to the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll be dropped. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Fires left. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Nelson. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! That one will give them the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Snags it quickly on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 2nd and long here.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Clouds his way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. On the return, they'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds a crease. It's Coleman. Enough to move the chains. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Left side, it's Nelson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Snapped on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running inside, it's Nelson. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So the final period starts with a second down play. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Straight ahead, it's Nelson. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Mississippi State sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Sends it back in motion. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I know this defense feels like they missed him.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. They'll run the screen. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Punt is on its way. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. They'll run it. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the... Bringing it back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
They're going to ride this running back. Past the 6. Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The run inside. It's Nelson.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach.